Hello, my name is Kyle, and I am here to teach people how to play Hearthstone to the best of my ability. Alright. Oh, something that a lot of people might not know. If you want to get a lot of gold, like you see I have a nice little stockpile for somebody who doesn't play Arena that much. What you can do, you can re-roll quests. Not a lot of people know this. To get to this menu, just go down to this little quest log here. You'll see your current quest log. You see up here like play mode wins, best arena key, stuff like that. And on your hero levels, total levels, stuff like that. And then you'll see your quests here. So there are um, three different tiers of quests. You can get 60 gold quests like these, where win 5 games with Major Shaman. And in general, this is what you want to get. Um, a lot of times you'll get 40 gold quests, but you don't really want these. Like you can see, even though I'm kind of partway through finishing this, and I really want to re-roll this, and you re-roll it by clicking on this X up here. So I can re-roll this quest, and well, I got another 40 gold quests, but that's okay. It's just the chance of getting a 60 gold quest is good. The third tier of quests is the 100 gold quest, and those are pretty rare. But if you get a 100 gold quest, be sure not to re-roll that because there are no 100 gold quests. It's not really worth re-rolling a 60 gold quest because there is a possibility of getting a 40 gold quest from that. So you kind of lose 20 gold by re-rolling. Okay, but anyway, back to this. So, in my previous video, I talked about how to beat the expert AIs with the basic Mage deck. And now, what I want to do is go through the first wing of Naxx because it was the free wing that you don't have to pay for. Um, or at least it was. It was the limited promotion. So if you didn't get the first wing, I'm sorry. But if you did pick up the first wing, but you're still not good at Hearthstone, you're still pretty new to it, you just picked it up because you had the game downloaded and you uh, got it just because it was free. I'm going to show you how to beat the first wing of Naxx on the normal AI and get all those really nice Naxx cards with the basic mage deck that I made earlier. Alright, so just to get to Naxx, click on, we'll go back here, click on Solo Adventures, and then you can see there's the practice to get to the expert AI, but you want Naxx, go to the normal, choose. Okay, so the first one is called the Arachnid Quarter. There's three bosses here. So the first one is
Mediocre is one of my finest spider lords. Good luck, interloper.
little pause for Kel'Thuzad there. He is a Nubricon. His hero ability is called Skitter. Summon a 3/1 Nerubian. The part of the reason I picked Mage is because I plan to do this, and Mage has the best hero ability to counter this because the hero ability is deal 1 damage, and your hero ability basically counters his. And part of what makes the Naxx bosses so good is their hero ability. So alright, so let's go ahead and take on a Nubricon. The basic mage deck. Alright, so I haven't actually done this yet. This is my first time trying it. So, hopefully facing these Naxx bosses, I lose a few times just so I can talk about what I could, what we can do differently to beat the bosses. So here I'm going to keep the Razorfen Hunter and hope to get 2 drops. I'm going to send my 4 drops back. Okay, so I didn't get a 2 drop, so that's not great. But maybe he doesn't have a 2 drop in his hand or a 1 drop either. So let's figure this out. Alright, so he just played the Death Charger. The Death Charger is a card that is unavailable to us because it is one of the Naxx OP cards. It's really good, especially because I don't have an answer for it. So I'm just going to hit it uh, with my Fire Blast, because then the Razorven Hunter can hit the 2/2. Okay. The Shade of Naxx is a card that you can get um, later in Naxx. You can also get Death Lord, which is a pretty, it's a neat card. It's a niche card more than anything. Luckily for me, I have the Fireball, and I can kill it, which I think is pretty important right now, because I get, hey look, free card from my deck. And that's the drawback to Death Lord. You know, it's situationally good. And in this situation for him, it wasn't that great. Okay, so I'm going to hit that and play a guy. Alright, this is one of the cards that we're looking to get. Haunted Creeper. It is a really good 2-drop. So it's a 1/2 for 2 mana. And you summon 2 Death Rattle is you summon 2 1/1 Spectral Spiders. So if you think about it stats wise, so you get 1/2 and then you get 2 1/1, so what is that? That's going to be 3 attack and 4 health for 2 mana. That's a lot of stats for just 2 mana. Okay, so here I'm just going to play a really big guy. The thing about it is, both these guys only have 1 attack, and yeah, see, like, he can Shadow Flame his spider, but that's only 1 damage to all my minions, which isn't very good. It was a 4 mana Arcane Explosion, and you had to kill one of your guys, which is really bad. Alright, so, I have 2 Flame Strikes in hand, which means I have the option of just Flame Striking this board. And one of the things you want to consider when whether or not to Flame Strike is this enough value? So, these two are basically 1 card, this is 1 card, this is just a hero power. So, I kind of be just playing Flame Strike to kill 2 cards, and I think I can do better than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the Gargoyle with my Razorfin Hunter. I definitely want to hero ability this, so that would leave me at 5 mana. Now what can I play with 5 mana? Well, I can't really play anything full, or I can't play anything that spends all my mana. So I'm just going to play Yeti, kill that, and hit the face with the Ogre. And I'm not going to worry about the 1/1s because they're not going to be able to do a whole lot. Okay. So I'm going to choose to draw a couple cards since I don't really have anything big to play, and oh, something big to play. Alright. And he didn't play anything, so in that situation, it was pretty good to just draw some cards. Don't have to develop anything or come up with an answer quickly. All right.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Again, I'm not gonna worry about the Gargoyle because it only has 1 attack. Not a very big threat. Now we're just gonna play an Ooze because he has that 7 mana, deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. I'm just gonna make him play it, and if he doesn't play it, then I win. If he does play it, then I can still win. Alright, it's game over.
Push forward.
I mean, irrelevant. You'll never defeat the Grand Widow.
Alright, so let's face the Grand Widow.
Aelina is training acolytes to worship me. Her job is very important. Do not disturb her.
Okay. Oh, so let's talk about her hero power. Her hero power is called Rain of Fire. You fire a missile for each card in your opponent's hand. This could be really good against me because I have Novice Engineer and Arcane Intellect, and I tend to get a lot of cards. But let's see. I think I can still beat her just with without changing this deck. But we'll figure this out.
Jane versus Grand Widow Aelina!
My acolytes serve me without question. You asked for it.
Okay, so here I'm going to send back the Shadow Tongue Cleric because this isn't like Razor and Hunter where I can just play just this on turn 3. That is not very good because the really good part about Shadow Tongue Cleric is the Battle Cry, and without the Battle Cry it's just a 3 mana 3/2 and it's not very strong. Alright, got 2-drop. Makes me pretty happy. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be a turn 2 Ooze. Oh no, looks like turn 2 Frostbolt. Frostbolt is pretty good against all the Naxx bosses because of Death Charger. You know, a lot of times they turn 1 Death Charger, then you can turn 2 Frostbolt, which clears a guy and does 3 damage to him. Okay, cool. Mirror Image is also pretty good in this because it soaks up her hero ability. So she can use this and deal 3 random damage to the guys on my board if she wanted to. Alright, a couple choices here. I want to fireball this to kill this with this. But then the problem with that is I can't play anything else with that. So I think it's better here to develop the Sinjin Shieldmaster and then just hit his face. There is a really bad scenario where he kills this off and then this buffs that, but that didn't happen, so that's pretty good for me. Oh man, he enraged the egg. Okay, so there's a couple things I can do here again. I think I really want to draw the card, and I think it's better than playing Darkskill Healer, and I don't really need to polymorph anything right now, so I'm going to draw the card. Alright, play another Ooze. I'm just going to hit his face, because he can trade this to kill this and get a pretty good trade-off, but sometimes you just gotta let that happen. Alright. Okay. So I'm gonna Flame Strike next turn, so I don't really have to worry about anything. So I'm just gonna play the Ogre and see if maybe he's just gonna hit my face with everything.
Slay them in the Master's name.
And he did. Alright. That's okay, because he has a board, and now he has no more board.
You have failed.
And she gets really mad when you do that.
Let the
Okay. This is why our hero ability is a little scary. Okay, so I definitely want to play a Darkscale healer this turn. What else do I want to play? So that's 5 mana, then I have 3 mana, so I can play Shattered Sun Cleric, so I'll do that. Alright, so that healed my ogre back up. Yeah, you know, I'm too scared that if her hero ability hits me too many times, then it's not really worth the, I need to clear that guy. Alright, so I think I'll just buff this guy up. It doesn't really matter that much, you know. Sometimes you gotta spread the wealth around in case she has a way to kill this. Then you have a backup plan.
The widow embraces me.
This is one of the really good cards. You can't get this card, but I really wish you could. I think it's a really cool card. Alright, so how much damage is that? I have 8 damage, 9. Alright, so I want to play a lot of the cards in my hand, so 4, 3 leaves me at 7. Perfect. I kill this. You got 4, 3. Hit that. Make sure she can't hit my face. Leaves me with only 2 cards, so her hero ability can't kill me. Oh dear. Oh, thank God.
The widow embraces me.
If one of those missiles hit my face. Oh wait, no. Oh, oh. She oh. All right. Okay, so it's a good thing that we lost there. You know, don't feel bad for losing. The part that makes Naxx challenging and fun is that not every deck, there isn't just one deck that's just going to do well against all of them. So, let's change this deck around. Let's, just for Faralina. So, Faralina, I want to play around her hero ability, so I'm going to get rid of the cards that get me more cards because I want to play this faster and I want her hero ability to not do anything. So let's look through here. Cards I want. Frost Nova could be good. I'll put that on as a possibility. Okay. What are there other mage cards that are Arcane Missiles? That might be one. I'll put it in as a possibility. Alright. Ooh, wait. That Golden Frostbolt? Ooh. Golden Frostbolt. Okay. Elven Archer, not really. I'm not a big fan of Elven Archer and Mage because I already have the hero ability that does that. Could get another Razorfin Bloodfriend Raptor, more 2-drops, play another 2-drop, get rid of my hand faster. Oh, I can put in Haunted Creeper if I wanted to, because we got that from Mediocre. But I will choose not to. Let's see. How many? I have one more deck slot. I think we'll go another Senjin. Another Senjin would be good. More taunt. Tends to rush you down fast enough, so I want to put in a something that will protect my life total. Okay, so alright. I don't think I want Arcane Missiles. No, actually I do want one Arcane Missiles. It could come in handy. Alright, so let's try this out. So the final changes were put in another Senjin Shieldmaster, put in a Frost Nova just to delay her board if she gets like way too big a board and I don't have a Flame Strike, and put in another 2-drop. So I kind of lowered the mana curve a bit. I still kept the Boulder Fist Ogre just because it's such a strong card. So let's try it. Let's see what happens.
versus Grand Widow Fairlina!
My acolytes serve me without question. You asked for it.
Alright, this is good. It's a pretty good hand. You know, I had the Shattered Sun Cleric to buff this. If this lives, if this dies, then I can just play this. You know. Oh, and I got the Frostbolt for Death Charger. No, Death Charger. Alright. So I can get rid of my hand pretty quickly here. Low mana curve. So she can't
Kneel before me.
kill me really quickly. Alright, so luckily I got the Razorfin Hunter. Oh shit. Oh god. This is terrible. Not this game. I dropped a knife on the floor that I was going to use to spread cream cheese on my bagel. I have a very hard life. Anyway, I'm just gonna trade this off and play Yeti. Yeti's pretty good. She can't use her hero, but she cannot use her hero ability to kill it. Okay. Alright. Normally I wouldn't do this, play it like this, but actually, you know what? I still won't. I'll just use Frostbolt. Get that to 1 health. Hit your face with a Yeti. This way I can get rid of the oh, I wasn't expecting Necro Knight. Okay, that's fine. I'll play Mirror Image. Get a really big Frostwolf Warlord. And you know what? I'm just gonna hit her face.
Let the pain speak to me.
Slay them in the Master's name.
Alright, how much damage is that? That is 8 plus 8, 16 hero ability.
Well played.
Alright. See, once we just made those tactical...
Means nothing. The Spider Queen will dispatch you easily.
We just made a few tactical changes and boom, it was easy as pie.
Arachnid, he's a giant spider.
Alright, so this time I'm gonna do some of the tactical changes first. So, Maxna's hero ability is called Web Wrap. It returns a random enemy minion to the opponent's hand. So it's like a 3 mana sap. So let's go. So to play around that, we want to make a deck with either a lot of Battle Cry or just a lot of low-cost minions. So in this matchup, Boulder Fist Ogre is really bad. Gorbashi Berserker is not great. Neither is that. We want a lot of fast cards that we can use a lot of. I'm going to keep Darkscale Healer just because I can keep bouncing it back for 2 health. I mean, it is 5 mana. No, I'm not going to keep it. It's 5 mana. That's too high for this. So let's go with... I definitely want to keep Ooze and Raptor. I definitely want to put in another Frost Nova. It's really good. Don't really want Arcane Explosion. It's still not a very good spell. I definitely want Mirror Image. It's really good against my Exna because then she might return one of the images to your hand and they don't cost any mana to play. So they're really good. I definitely want the Razorfin Hunter because then I can get free because it gets 2 guys on the board and I keep 2/3 on the board. I definitely want that because it has a good battle cry. Do I want Yeti? Yeah, I think I want Yeti and I want these good 4-drops because they were... If I play a lot of 2-drops, then the 4-drops have a chance to stay on the board. Okay, so let's go with, I definitely want another polymorph. Because normally I wouldn't want, because I want a lot of forms of removal. We'll keep the arcane missiles. Let's see, are there any other spells that do damage to their face? So my general plan here is to use my spells to kill my Exna instead of the minions, because the spells are more reliable because of her hero ability, puts minions back to my hand, so not every minion can attack. So definitely going to get Elven Archer in here. I'm going to take the arcane missiles out because I doubt I will have board control in this game. I could put in Voodoo Doctor. I'm gonna honorable mention to Voodoo Doctor because um, 1 mana, 2 health is not bad when you when you're facing my Exna who could just sap that back to your hand, and then that actually is pretty good for you. Then you could get a lot of healing. But I'm gonna go with Bluegill Warrior instead because 2 mana, 2 damage. It's not great, but it doesn't die for free a lot of the time because it can get sat back to your hand, and you can keep using it, so that'd be pretty good. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna take out Bloodsman Raptor, and I'm gonna put in Voodoo Doctor. I think it could work out really well. All right, so let's try this out. Let's see how this does. It's my X now.
You asked for it.
Since I have a lot of 1s and a couple of 2s and 3s, then I'll send the 4 back.
Her poison will make your death mostly painless.
Go ahead, I'll display mirror image. Okay.
Someone call for the doctor.
I don't get to use the battle cry for this, but she can't kill it because it's hiding behind my mirror images. Okay, so I could Frostbolt that and play my Elven Archer, and I think I'm gonna do that. Get my minions to attack her face while she can't use her hero ability yet. Yeah.
We must cleanse
Yeah.
the Sunwell.
I don't want to kill off the Voodoo Doctor, but I think it's a good idea. Good idea to get rid of the Cobra. Alright, good. You got a Flame Strike. The thing about my Exna is that because of her hero power, you're pretty much going to lose control of the board regardless of what you do. So I'm going to kind of like rush her down, use Flame Strike to keep me, and Frost Nova to keep me from dying, and then just hope that I can negate her hero ability. Alright, so I got both of the fireballs. So next turn I'm gonna Frostbolt, or next turn I'm gonna Flame Striker. And let's see, next turn by the end of, so it'll have 4 health. So I'm just gonna do this and do damage to her face. Alright. So next turn I'll Flame Strike. Okay. Sucks that this guy's still alive. Okay. Alright, so this guy's really big. Pretty scary. I'm going to polymorph it. I'm going to I have a choice of I could throw the fireball at her. I definitely don't just want to play the water elemental because she will just send it back to my hand. So basically I either want to use my hero ability on this and pass, which would save me 3 damage right now. I think that's best because I could do 6 damage to her face, but I don't have anything to follow that up with.
Sea giant. My Exna, that is not on my approved card list.
Alright, so I'm at 12 health, so he doesn't quite have lethal this turn. Okay. Audio will go 3. And I'll play the water elemental because it has the chance of not being returned to my hand. Oh, my water elemental. Okay. Oh, not that one.
You call a player who just had his minion webbed. Doomed.
Okay, ooze. Alright, so it looks like I'm dead. I don't think there's anything I can do, so 6 damage, 7, 8, yeah, and there, I can't clear, I cleared this, I can clear that with hero ability in the boar, but then I can't clear the sheep and the gargoyle, so I'm gonna go ahead and concede here. Alright, so that didn't work. And what we gotta do is we gotta look at that game and we gotta think, well, what could we have done differently with this deck that would make it better against my Exna? So we'll go back into collection. And one thing I noticed was that the 4-drops, I thought the 4-drops would still be good. No, they were not good enough. Okay, I need more things. I need more fast answers. So I'm gonna put in arcane missiles. And I still don't want to put in Arcane Explosion, but we'll see. I didn't draw any of the Frost Novas, which would have really helped, but that happens. Goldshire Footbed? Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Let's go through and we'll find out. Stone Tusk Boar, pretty okay. I have 2 more slots open. So let's look through here. Soulbound cards that do a lot. Yeah, no, I don't think that's entirely worth it. Murloc Tidecaller. We'll go with that. It's pretty good. Guys that summon other guys are, I think they're pretty good against my Exna. Alright, so let's do that. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can kill this spider.
Versus Naxx.
You asked for it.
I'm gonna look for a 2-drop or another 1-drop since there's a lot of them in this deck. Okay. It's good, I can flood the board. Have the choice of hero ability or Murloc Tidecaller, but since this can kill the 2/1 for the Murloc Tidecaller, I will hero ability instead. Shade of Naxx. Stoneskin Gargoyle, okay? Alright, and this time I'm not going to use the Frostbolt on the guy. I'm going to use a Frostbolt on his face. I'm going to be really aggressive about this. Alright, Frost Nova. Okay, so I could Frost Nova, but instead I'm going to kill this guy, play an Ooze, and then I think I'm going to... I could trade into his Stoneskin Gargoyle, and I think I will, just because it has enough attack to make this aggro deck. Because it can kill my boar, and it can overkill my Murloc for free, and so can this. And then the Gargoyle will heal back up, and then I'll be really sad. Alright. So I'm just going to... Frost Nova can have more value later, so I'm not going to trade it off. I'm going to hit his face, and then I can either Frostbolt, or I can just use my hero ability on his face, and I'm just going to use hero ability on the face because I can always Frostbolt later. Alright, so this turn I'm most definitely going to Frost Nova to delay him. Yes, perfect. I can Frost Nova, delay into a Flame Strike. Oh no, I made a mistake there. I should have hit this with my hero ability. Okay. Alright, I'm going to play some mind games here. I'm going to use the Murloc. Hit that. I'm going to kill one of the 1/1s. And then I'm going to trust that he's either going to use his hero ability to return my Ooze, which isn't that bad, or trust that he's going to trade his 5/5 into my 3/2. So let's see what happens. Alright, looks like it's going to be the 5/5 into the 3/2. No, he didn't. Okay. That's kind of scary. Oh, he traded that into that. Weird choice. Weird choice. Okay. So, this new Amateur... Dang, I was really hoping it would return this. Now I'm in trouble. Ow, this is going to hurt. Wait, what? Now I can't attack. Okay. Oh, mirror image. Pretty good here. I think there's a way. Well, there is a way I could possibly... Well, I have 9 damage, which would leave him at 7 health. I need my other fireball. That's what I really need.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Get rid of that one. So hopefully mirror image can block 6 damage. Alright. Oh. Dang. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna put in something different. I'm gonna put it back in some card draw here, where I'm going to put in, instead of Shadow Tongue Cleric, because it has been very good when I've been facing her, I'm going to put in Arcane Intellect. That way I have more things to draw my fireballs and frostbolts. So the general game plan here is now going to be used 1 drops and 2 drops to hit her face before she starts using her hero ability, and then finish her with Fireball and Frostbolts. And then possibly Arcane Missiles. Okay. Solo Adventures. Let's try this again.
Jaina versus Naxx.
You asked for it.
Okay, that's fine. 1 mana 2. Pretty decent. This means that my Bluegill Warrior will probably get to hit his face a couple times. Oh, Wolf Rider, that's what I should put in here. Wolf Rider would be pretty good in an aggro deck. Alright, so I got 1 Frostbolt. Alright, so I'm in a similar predicament that I was earlier. I think what I'm actually going to do is keep the Frostbolt. Kill his Direwolf Alpha. Play these 2 guys. Okay. Frost Nova has the chance to block a lot more damage, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go ahead and... Alright, so... There's not a ton of advantage to using the Frostbolt right now. I have the mana. Well, I do have the mana. I guess that is the advantage of using it now. Will I have the mana later turn? I might. I'll use it now. I might not. You never know. And I really plan to use all the burn I get on his face. Okay. I'll Arcane Missiles, I'll see what happens. Okay. I will kill the Stoneskin Gargoyle, and I'll hit his face. Okay. You know, ideally, I could, in a perfect world. Alright. Well, okay, so if I kill these guys, and I flood his board with 1/1s, he can't play anything really threatening. So I don't want to put anything down that he can kill me with, but I also don't want to use Frost Nova because it's not that great here. Oh man. Yes. Yes, please. Alright. Okay. So, this is what I'm going... No, that's not what I'm going to do. Is it good? Are you sure? I might do that. No. Yes. No. I'm trying to think. Well, let's see what happens. I'm gonna Flame Strike this. So he's gonna have a board full of 1/1s, and then 1 Nerubian. And he can't play anything. And then next turn I will polymorph that Nerubian. And then I will just... well, what will I do? I don't know. Let's see. I'm definitely going to polymorph this, but I should draw the cards first. Alright, his board is now full of 1/1s. And he can't play anything else. Can't play any of his really good cards. But he's still doing a lot of damage to my face. This doesn't really work without, because all I have is the fireball. So let's freeze it. And let's play some guys. I'll just play all my guys here. There we go. Army of 1 health guys. Alright. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Well, I might as well play this. It's free. There's no real disadvantage to not playing it. I only have 6 damage in hand. This is tricky. I'm going to kill. I'm just gonna wipe the board. Go into hero ability, and I'm going to use this 3 damage on the face. I'm gonna hope he doesn't play Sludge Belcher. Okay, he played Sludge Belcher. Pretty much means I loses. That definitely means I lose. This is not good. Well, I gotta do what I gotta do. Never know. Maybe he messes up really big. Basically, I gotta draw my second fireball. Okay, not the ooze. Gosh. It's 5 damage. Man, if he had returned the Stone Tusk Boar, I would have won. My heart. He can't take this sadness.
Don't mess with Tusker.
Okay. Is there things I want to change about this deck? I want to put in more damage, but don't think there's more. Arcane Explosion. It doesn't deal damage to the face, so no. Don't think there's any more free damage damage that you can do to their face in the Mage, which is part of the reason why this is in the basic Mage, which is part of the reason why this is hard to do with the resources given. I could do Murloc Raider. Put in Murloc Raider instead of something. No, Blue Go Warrior's too good. Murloc Tidehauler's way better. It's gonna be about the same in the same situation. So yeah, you know what? I'll just try this again. We'll see how it does. Bosses are hard with the you know, they're not easy with just the basic cards. You can't get all the cards that are really help you out. In general, in my Exna, what I did is I played Mage, but I used cards like Ice Block and Frost Nova to stall his board, and I just killed him with spells. But you don't have all the really big spells like Pyroblast, or I mean, you have Fireball and Frostbolt, but you don't have Ice Lance, or yeah, you don't have Ice Lance or Pyroblast, and that cuts down on your damage a lot.
One shot, one.
Alright, no turn 1 play, that's good for me.
I'll give it a shot.
Mirror image, yeah, that's really good here. Normally I would play the Razorven Hunter, but you think about it, is I'll get more damage off this way because he can use the Stone Tuned Gargoyle to kill my Bluegill Warrior. This way my warrior lives and he can't kill it. Get more damage off of it. Okay, I will Razorven Hunter. And do I want Arcane Missiles? Well, it can't really kill anything on his board. It can only make his board. But it does have the possibility of killing this and giving him 2/1/1s, which would be better for him. So I'm going to elect not to do that. I'm going to save Polymorph for Sludge Belcher or Sludge Belcher or Sea Giant. And I'm just gonna hit his face.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, so he's pretty low. Mirror image was really good here. So he's gonna kill 2 of my guys. Oh, he's only gonna kill 1 of my guys. That's good. And I'm just not gonna worry about this, about him just killing my board. That's fine, you know, I mean that's gonna happen. Alright, so I'm gonna just go for the face.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, so there is a possibility of lethal here, so I'm gonna use both my arcane missiles. Oh, I have lethal now. Alright, just need to hit him once. There we go. There we go. Just takes the right opening. Okay, so that took a couple tries, but you know, that's okay. Like I said, using the basic cards to do Naxx is it's a hard thing to do. And really, what you gotta do is you gotta try it a bunch, and you gotta make sure that you have to try it until your opponent has a bad opening sometimes. But you should be able to defeat a Nubricon. It shouldn't take. It's not going to be as hard as it was to kill my Exna, in my opinion. Just because you can do what we've been doing with the Expert AI, just getting out big guys and controlling the board, and then you win games. And same thing with Grand Widow Ferlina, but you just want to play it a little faster, so you don't have as many cards in your hand. And then, but my Exna is different because you got to play. You can't play for board control. You have to hit her face, and you have to be aggressive. And sometimes you gotta take the, you can't go for value and win because she will be able to outvalue you with her hero ability. But anyway, before I go, let's take a look at the cards you get from the Arachnid corner, and let's do a quick rundown on them, and change our basic mage, and we'll put it back into a better spot where it was. So I'm gonna take out all the cards I added in basic mage to change it. Okay, so let's go back through here and make sure I put back in all the cards that I took out. I have 1 polymorph, both water elementals. Okay. 1 Bloodburn Raptor. Okay. Alright, so here we got the Haunted Creeper. So I'm actually going to take out the Raptor and 1 of my oozes so I can put in 2 Haunted Creepers. Like I said, it's basically, you think about it like, oh, it only has 1 attack. I thought 1 attack minions are not good. But it has 1 attack, but you get 2/1/1s with it. You know, it's basically like you get a 3/4 for 2 mana, but there's kind of a drawback to it in that you can't do all 3 damage at the same time and have all 4 health at the same time. But it's good to get, it's just good to get a lot of guys out on the board really quickly, and it's a really efficient way to do so. So I'm gonna put 2 of them in there. Now let's look through here. No, these were in there. Okay, the other two cards you got from the Arachnid corner are the Nerubar Weblord. So let's take a look here at it. Alright, so minions with Battlecry cost 2 more. Now this is a very situational card. Now, unlike the Spider, or the Haunted Creeper, who has 1 attack, but it also summons 2 1/1s, this just has 1 attack. It has a lot of health, but for 2 mana, 1 attack just isn't enough if all it does is have 1 attack. And the Battle Cry will actually hurt this deck more because a lot of the minions have Battle Cry, like Ooze and Novice Engineer. So it's a very situational card to put in certain decks, but not this deck. Alright, the Nerubian Egg is actually a really, really good card. It doesn't have any attack. It has only 2 health, but Death Rattle it summons a 4/4 Nerubian. So you can really use it to get a 4/4 for 2 mana. It's just basically a 4/4 for 2 mana with a slight drawback, kind of an obstacle in the way. So if you have a way to, ideally what you want to use is something like Shattered Sun Cleric. Let's scroll over to Shattered Sun Cleric. Where is she? She's in here somewhere. Okay, Shattered Sun Cleric, give a friendly minion 1/1, so you can use that on the egg, and then you can attack something with the egg, and then kill the egg with it, and then you get a 4/4. But even though I run Shattered Sun Cleric, I don't run enough things, because I would dedicate 4 cards to one very specific combo, and I just don't think it'd be very good, because that's a lot of cards to dedicate to one combo. It's not going to win you the game. It's a pretty decent combo, but it's not going to it's not going to win you the game. So I'm going to elect not to put the Nerubian Egg in this deck. What else was in here? Oh, Shattered Sun, of course, for a 3-drop. Yete. Something about my Exna too. If you're having more trouble, you should try Wolf Rider. That's what I was going to do. Put Wolf Rider in. Nope, Novice Engineer, of course. Ascension Shield Nesta. And I had a Darkscale Healer. And a Gorobashi Berserker. Frostwolf Warlord. And what did I put in something extra that I didn't have before. Oh, I just had 1 Sinjin. Okay, for 2 Ogre. Alright, so now we're back to where we were. One thing you could do, as you get more spells in Mage, is take out the Flame Strike. If you get a Blizzard, I would recommend taking out the Flame Strike. You can turn 6 Blizzard, and then they play more things into turn 7 Flame Strike. And a lot of times, Blizzard is just as good as Flame Strike if their board is really weak. But yeah, that is basically how I'm going to use Naxx to change this deck. Is I'm just going to take out some of the weaker 2-drops and put in the Haunted Creeper, which is a really good 2-drop. Okay, so yeah, alright, and that's it for today. And I hope you enjoyed. And goodbye.